Y'all want me to hate myself so bad. Like, you guys want me, and hate is a strong word, but I'm just going to use that. Y'all want me to hate the way I am, hate the way I act, hate the way I talk, hate how mentally strong I am, hate how vocal I am, hate how confident I am. You guys want me to hate every little thing about myself, and it's not going to happen. And it's like, I'm saying that because everyone that I come in contact with, a lot of people that are intimidated by the way I am, they always want to bring up my flaws and always want to try to throw low blows or tell me like I need to tone it down or I need to change the way I talk or I need to watch my tone. Even if I watch my tone, you guys still find something wrong with it. Even when I try to talk softer, it's still too strong. Even when I'm voicing my opinion, I'm still being so aggressive. Like even when I'm being honest and telling you where I'm coming from, I'm judging you. It's like nothing I do is good enough. And my shoe was talking to y'all too. Blah. Nothing I do, I feel like it's good enough. And I'm not gonna lie, like a couple days ago, I was about to cry. Like I was almost in tears because I'm like, no matter how I am, no matter what I do, it's never good enough and it's never right. If I say something, people always get offended. People always, like, it's like nothing I ever do is ever right, right? So I'm like, okay, if nothing I ever do is ever gonna be right, so I'm just gonna be me. I can't keep walking around here on eggshells trying not to offend somebody. I can't walk around here and dim my light and act like I don't know enough, because if I act like I know too much, you're gonna get offended. I can't walk around here hiding my talents, because if I don't hide my talents and I showcase my talents, then you're gonna say I'm showing off. It's like nothing is ever good enough. But I noticed that when you're dealing with insecure people, they're always gonna have a problem. And most definitely when people have a problem with the way you are, like for example, with me, a lot of people say that they love how vocal I am, right? But instead of telling me that, people want to put me down and say how bad I am or how wrong I am for being vocal. You know, it's like what you have that people don't have, that's what causes jealousy, right? So with me, it's like my whole entire life, I'm always trying to fit and be. I was, most likely when I was younger, I always try to fit and be what everybody else wanted me to be. Even when I used to sing, people used to say, you just showing off because you know none of us can sing. And so you be just trying to show off and just try to act like you're better than me. Like, and for the longest time, I felt bad because I'm like, you know what? I don't want you to feel that way. I care about your feelings. I want you to feel secure. I want you to not feel intimidated. But now I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. Like, I'm not doing that no more. Because when I have to dim who I am and change who I am to please you or to please everybody else, I am unhappy. And I notice that. Like, even if I go anywhere and I'm talking, a lot of people used to tell me all the time, you're too loud. How the fuck am I supposed to be? Like, I'm happy to see everybody. I'm hugging everybody. I'm the life of the party. You're telling me to die that down? Like, and so then I would go into parties or go into places and I wouldn't even say nothing. I'd be like, hi. And they'd be like, why are you not saying much? Can y'all make up y'all goddamn mind? So bottom line to the story is, right? I am going to be what God called me to be. I am going to walk in that full-fledged. I am always going to be myself at all times. If it offends you or make you uncomfortable, that is a you problem. That is not my problem. Because when I hold who I am inside, when I try to not be who I am, that is hurting me. So I have to be who I am. I have to be vocal. I have to talk the way I talk. I have to. And not everybody's going to agree with it. But even if I'm not this way, people are not going to agree with it. Even if I was more feminine, even if I talked more dainty, people are going to have a problem with that. People are going to say, I'm trying too hard. It's like, it's a lose-lose situation, right? And it's a lose-lose situation because I hate to say this, but I was I will call myself a people's pleaser to their feelings, right? So when it comes to people's feelings, I care a lot about a lot of people's feelings. So I don't want them to feel any type of way because I don't like when people are hurt. I don't like when people are sad. I don't like that. So I will do whatever I can to make that person feel comfortable and to make that person feel better. Even if I do something wrong, I will go to that person and ask them, hey, what do I need to do to fix what I did? I made a mistake. I apologize. If I said something wrong, like, I'm that type of person, but I learned, I'm like, look, like you do all this stuff and then people still talk behind your back. People still say you're not a good friend. People still say you're not a good person. People still say you're mean. People still say that you're too masculine. People still say all this stuff. So why go out your way to spread yourself thin? I'm not doing that anymore. I feel like so many people want me to hate myself because they hate the fact that I am confident and I stand strong and walk strong in who I am. People say all types of comments about me. I don't let it faze me. Why? Because I know who I am as a person. And when I myself, I am my most happiest. When I myself, I wake up happier in the morning. When I myself, I thank God. God, thank you for giving me strength. Thank you for allowing me to voice my opinion. Thank you for allowing me to say things that change other people. Thank you, God, for allowing me to be somebody's voice that can't speak up for themselves. Right? I thank God for that. And I wake up feeling lighter. And when I go into workplaces or in rooms or anything, I am myself. And now, since I accepted that, I am able to deal with people better. People could talk about me, say I'm this, I'm that. That's fine. You don't go home with me because I know who I am as a person. That is what matters. That's why people always ask me all the time, why you don't care what people think? Because when you're secure in yourself, it don't matter what they think. When you know who you are, it don't matter what they think. Some days it's kind of overwhelming because you're like, look, like, what am I doing so wrong that makes everybody hate me? Honestly, because a lot of people hate me. They don't like me. Even when I'm at work, people don't even like helping me. And it makes me frustrated because it's like the way that I am, my tone, it rubs people the wrong way. And I have been working on my tone and I feel like I'm better with it, but it still rubs people the wrong way. If you don't know me, you probably think I'm really mean. If you don't know how I talk, know how I am, I'm just not an overly friendly, bubbly person when you first meet me. I'm not friendly like that. And I understand that that's just how I am. But I'm just like, man, people just want me to hate who I am so bad, and I don't. And when I don't, people get more mad. And people say, you think you're this, you think you're that. I am. Okay, Hunty. I am. Okay? And just because I'm making you angry, why? I don't know. I don't know. If you want to know how I'm a strong woman, ask me. I'll give you pointers. I'm not no gatekeeper. If you want to know how I stay confident all the time, ask me. I'll let you know. If you want to know, where my strength came from, it came from God, and it also came from difficult obstacles that I've been through in my life. I'll let you know. I've been through so many things in my life, right, that have made me who I am today. I was not this person 10, 15 years ago. I was not. Everything that I went through has made me this person. God has molded me into who I am today. And if I'm not being who God needs me to be, I'm not going to fulfill my purpose. So my advice to you is, you being you, people are not always going to agree with it. But God made you that way. Even people that are overly nice, that are very soft, and that are very forgiving, God made you that way. God gave you that forgiving heart for a reason. Don't let nobody change it. Don't let nobody change it. Yeah, it's good to have some boundaries if people are treating you a certain type of way, to speak up for yourself. But you can do that in a respectful way like you always been doing. But don't allow people to change who you are. So that's what I've been working on. I am not going to allow people's comments to change who I am. I have to be me at all times. I apologize in advance, but I'm going to continue to be who I am. I'm going to continue to be the person that I am. I'm not changing for nobody. Y'all want me to hate myself so bad. Y'all want me to be insecure so bad. Y'all say all these hateful things to me. It's not going to shake me. I have been through a lot of other traumatizing different things in my life that could have broke me, and it could not. So people making comments or having an opinion on me, it's not. Right? It's not. But it's like, damn, like, y'all want me to not like myself. So you got, like, it's just so crazy, but I have to be me at all times. And I told my mom on the phone, I was like, Mom, I know that I'm not always that nice. I know that people that don't know me think I'm rude. I know all that stuff, right? I know all that stuff. But if I'm not true to who I am, I'm not honoring myself. I'm not honoring God. And so I have to be myself. And also, with me being the way who I am, I get a lot of criticism. I got a lot of criticism from a lot of people. I got criticized so many times, so many different things. So now it's nothing. It's nothing to me. I've been through this before. So now I'm stronger and I can handle it. And people, you could tell me about myself, but it's not going to break me. Why? Because I know what I stand for. I know who I am. Everything that you tell me, that's I already know. Your tone's messed up. I know. You come off too strong. I know. When you speak with your hands. You speak matter of fact. People are going to get offended to that. I know. But am I going to change it? No. I'm not going to do it. That takes too much energy. It takes too much energy to be something that you're not. I can't do that anymore. And I was crying about it because it's like, man, like what more do they want me to do? Talking about the people. Like, y'all gonna shred me apart no matter what. I'm not going to hate myself. I'm beautiful. I'm blessed. I have been blessed because I've been who I am. God told me, you're not walking in your full potential. You're not being who you are. You're being what other people want you to be. Even with my singing, I was singing songs, R&B songs that people wanted me to be. I don't like that shit. I like R&B, but I like R&B, but R&B is not for me. It's not my genre. I love it when I hear it and stuff like that. But for me, that touched my song, it's my soul. It's not that. It's soul. It's rock. You know, that's what touches my soul. So I just had to vent, man, because being strong and true to who you are, it's hard. Because you have to stand. I have to stand in that with both of my 10 big ass feet. Big ass hobbit ass feet. I have to stand in that. And I have to stand tall, and I have to take all the criticism, and I have to take all the hatred, and I have to take all the people not liking me, and I have to take all the people trying to change me, and I have to take all of that. And that's cool, but I have to be who I am. I have to be it. God told me, you have been in your little shell for the longest time. This is not who I called you to be. This is who I called you to be. You have to be that. And since I've been myself, God has been opening doors for me. And people try to sabotage me all the time. People always say I'm not a good pick for that. I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not this. But does that stop the blessing? Never. No, it does not. It does not. It does not stop the blessings. People can't stop my blessings. Okay, people want to say things. Oh, I'm to this, I'm to that. Okay. But what does God say? What does God say? God's opening the doors. God's giving me the positions. God's giving me the deals. God's giving me, walking me on the path. What does God say? At the end of the day, I have to answer to God when I leave this earth. That his opinion matters to me. Anybody else's? No. I stand on that. People want to criticize you? Stand on that. Stand on who you are. Be who you are. We all have to work on things. I have things I have to work on. I'm working on it. And I still get beat up for it. Still get beat up for it. That's what I'm saying. So all my people out there that have strong-willed and that have strong personalities, and that you are true to who you are, you don't even have to have a strong personality. You're true to who you are, and people have a problem with that, that's their problem. You're going to wake up proud, and you're going to wake up proud of yourself, and you're going to be more happy being true to who you are and being you and walking in the path that God has for you and being who God wants you to be. I've been so blessed with being who I am. And I wake up so happy and so proud because I never was this person before. I never was. People are always telling me what I wasn't. I was always quiet, not myself, none of that stuff. Because people would shred me apart. And now I got older, wiser, stronger. And I'm like, no. I'm not changing who I am to make you feel comfortable. No. Okay? Love yourself. Be yourself. Don't let nobody tell you different. Stand on who you are. Stand on who you are with all 10s. Stand on who you are. Don't change for nobody. Embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace who you are. God loves you, and that's the person you got to answer to. So that's the only opinion you really need to listen to. All right? I love y'all. Good night.